Since God gave them victory and God is giving them Canaan, he wants his tithe. Exactly as Abraham tithed when God gave him the victory over the 3 kings. We all know the story very well. Israel marched around the walls of Jericho for 7 days. The walls fell down. Israel conquered Jericho. In Joshua 7:1, but Israel was unfaithful concerning the things set apart for the Lord. A man named Achan had stolen some of these things, so the Lord was very angry with the Israelites. This is the tithe of the spoil from conquering Jericho that God wants. Exactly what Abraham did when he tithed to Melchizedek. Abraham gave 10% of all that he received in the battle. God requires a tithe from Jericho for giving Israel the victory in that battle over Jericho. Joshua 7:2 says, Joshua sent some of his men from Jericho to spy out the land of Ai. Ai is a tiny little town, much smaller than Jericho. When they returned, they told Joshua, it's a small town. It won't take more than 2,000 or 3,000 of us to destroy it. There's no need of all of us to go there. Now remember, there's 3 million Israelites, okay? He said, just give me 2,000, 3,000 soldiers, we'll conquer that little town. So approximately 3,000 warriors were sent out to conquer Ai, but they were sadly defeated. The men of Ai chased them and killed about 36 Israelis who were retreating down the slope. The Israelites were paralyzed with fear at this turn of events, and their courage melted away. Joshua and the elders of Israel tore their clothes in dismay, threw dust on their heads, and bowed down, facing the ark of the Lord until evening. But the Lord said to Joshua, get up. Why are you lying on your face like this? Israel has sinned, watch this, and broken my covenant. Now he could have said Israel has sinned and broken the 10 commandments. Tithing wasn't part of the 10 commandments. When Moses came down the mountain, 10 commandments didn't have tithing on there. He could have said, you've broken the law. He didn't. He said, you've broken my covenant. The one I made with Melchizedek and Abraham. You've broken it. They have stolen things I have commanded to be set apart for me, the tithe. And they have not only stolen them, they've also lied about it and hidden the things among their belongings. So notice God says when they took the gold and silver, they broke covenant. So this tithing is a covenant act. In the next verse, you'll see that Israel is defeated, conquered, because they had no covenant with God. Verse 12. That is why the Israelites are running from their enemies in defeat, because they have no covenant with God. For now Israel has been set apart for destruction. I'll not remain with you any longer. According to the new covenant, in the New Testament, I'm supposed to give my life to God because he gave his life to me. That's the covenant of salvation. Now, family, I want to ask you a question. If I can't return to God his 10% of all the increase he gives me, how can I say with a clear conscience, I have given my life to God? How can I say I have given my life to God if I can't even give him 10% of what he gives me? If I withhold God's 10th from him, my action clearly says I broke my covenant with God. I'm not giving when he needs me to give. If I need God's help, he'll come to me because that's covenant. And he needs my help by giving him 10% to reach this world with the gospel. And I'm not giving it. I've broken the covenant. Because Achan took God's tithe, 36 Israeli men died. If we don't tithe, how many people will miss heaven? If Christians did not tithe, there would be no churches today in the world. There'd be no pastors employed to care for the sheep. There'd be no evangelists out there preaching the gospel. Rana Bonka would never have been heard of if Christians had never tithed. Thank God for some who do. Imagine if all did. Imagine if all did. We could have turned this world right way up. We could have turned this world right way up.
Thank you for watching Dr. Theo's YouTube channel. We We will continue to offer encouraging and life-changing highlights from Dr. Theo's past, present, and future series and messages. Please take the time to like and share the videos. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.